My child, I warn you, your family is in danger. My child, your precious family, the one you love the most, is in danger, and you are unaware of it. I will tell you everything, what it is, what danger is coming, and how you should respond to protect your family. So listen to these words carefully. I am the Lord your God, the one who formed you in the womb, who called you by name before the world knew you. I am not a distant God. I am not silent, nor am I slow in warning those whom I love. I speak now with urgency and power. Let your heart be still and your spirit be open. Silence every distraction, for these words are not the words of man, they are my words to you. The enemy of your soul has set traps before your household. He has woven subtle lies and positioned shadows where there once was light. You do not yet see the full scope, but I see it all. I see into every room, every thought, every unspoken emotion, every hidden tear. I see the fears that go unspoken, the tension behind the smiles, the secrets that breed in silence. The adversary knows your love for your family, and so he strikes there where it will hurt you most. He has sown division in disguise. He comes not first with fire, but with whispering. He plants offenses like seeds. He feeds pride, he magnifies misunderstandings, and he clouds minds with distraction. He knows the power of unity, and so he seeks to fracture the bond between husband and wife, between parent and child, between siblings. And yet many do not notice, because the change is slow, almost invisible, like water wearing down stone. But I, the Lord, am your shield. I am your watchman, your strong tower. And I call to you now, not to cause fear, but to awaken your spirit. For I give my people sight in the spirit before the enemy strikes in the natural. I expose what is hidden that you may defeat it in prayer, in wisdom, and in obedience. You have sensed unrest. You have seen the signs, though you may not have understood them. The weariness in your soul, the shortness of patience, the coldness where warmth once flowed, the silence where laughter once rang. These are not coincidences. These are not merely seasons of life. These are the tremors of battle in the spirit realm. Rise now, my child. Stand in the gap for your family. You are not helpless. You are not without armor. You are not alone. I have chosen you to be a defender, a watchman on the wall, a priest in your home. Lift your eyes to me, and I will train your hands for war and your fingers for battle. Do not fight as the world fights. Your enemy is not flesh and blood, not your spouse, not your children, not your relatives. Your enemy is the one who comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I have come that you may have life, and have it abundantly. And this promise is not just for you, but for your household. Begin by returning to me with all your heart. Let there be no divided loyalty in you. Let your house be founded not on convenience or tradition, but on my living word. Speak my name in your home with reverence. Open my word and read it aloud. Invite my presence in every room. Where I am invited, darkness cannot remain. Take up the weapon of prayer. Not the hurried words of routine, but the fervent cry of a heart that knows its dependence on me. Pray with authority, for I have given you authority in my name. Declare peace where there has been strife. Declare healing where there has been hurt. Declare truth where there has been deception. Bind what must be bound and loose what must be loosed. For my spirit will guide you in what to say. And anoint your home. Place your hands upon the doors and the beds and the walls and speak blessing. Cast out every spirit that does not belong to me. If there are things within your house that invite the enemy, images, books, objects, or practices that defile my holiness, remove them. Do not reason with what I have shown you to eliminate. Be bold. Be obedient. Purify the space I have given you to steward. Guard the eyes and ears of your children. The enemy is cunning and dresses destruction in entertainment, in education, in what seems harmless. But I see the intentions beneath the surface. Ask me, and I will show you what must be removed and what must be nurtured. Teach your children my ways, not with fear, but with joy, with passion, with the testimony of your own life. Speak to your spouse in love and truth. If there is pain between you, bring it to me. Forgive quickly. Love deeply. Listen more than you speak. The enemy fears unity in marriage because it reflects my covenant. Restore what has been neglected. Invest time. Hold hands again. Pray together, even if it feels unnatural at first. I will bless your effort, and you will see my glory return to that sacred bond. And to you who feel alone in your family, who carry the burden of faith while others doubt or mock, do not lose heart. I see your faithfulness. I see your tears. I will honor them. I will move upon hearts in ways you cannot imagine. Your prayers are not in vain. I am working behind the scenes, softening hearts, arranging divine encounters, releasing angels on assignment. To be patient and remain faithful. There are conversations that must take place. I will give you the timing. There are confessions that must be made. I will give you the strength. There is healing that must happen. I will provide the grace. Do not delay when I prompt you. Do not fear the discomfort. I am with you. And you must forgive. Yes, forgive those who wounded you within your own household. Some did not know the weight of their words. Others acted out of their own brokenness. But harboring bitterness is a gate for the enemy. Let it go. Not because they deserve it, but because I have forgiven you, and I will heal what was broken if you trust me. Be aware also of the time in which you live. The days grow darker, and the pressure increases. The enemy knows his time is short. He will use confusion, culture, technology, and even comfort to numb my people. But I am raising up households of light, families who will shine in the darkness. Yours can be one of them. Worship me not just in song, but in how you live. Let kindness be your daily language. Let generosity overflow. Let love be more than a feeling, it must be action. In this way, your home becomes a testimony. Neighbors will see. Relatives will wonder. Children will remember. And when trials come, and they will, do not be shaken. I have not promised a life without pain, but I have promised my presence through it all. You must teach your family to turn to me in crisis, not to blame, not to despair. Let your first instinct be prayer, not panic. This is how faith is built. My child, there are specific dangers coming, emotional attacks that will aim to twist truth, opportunities that appear good but carry hidden snares, but relationships that will try to pull your loved ones away from their purpose. But I am warning you so that none of it will catch you off guard. Stay close to me. Learn to discern my voice. Not every open door is from me. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Ask me about everything. I care about your decisions, both great and small. I will show you where to walk and where to wait. Above all, do not fear. You are not alone in this battle. I am the Lord of hosts, the commander of heaven's armies. I send angels to encamp around your dwelling. I place my seal upon your family. And even now I am stirring hearts, aligning circumstances, and opening your eyes. What the enemy meant for harm, I will turn for good. Be faithful with what I've given you. Steward the time with your children. Speak life. Laugh often. Eat together. Bless one another. This too is warfare. Love is your greatest weapon. Use it. There is a revival I am beginning in homes, yes, in yours too. It will not begin in large buildings or public platforms, but around dinner tables, in bedtime prayers, in conversations at the doorway. It begins with hearts that say, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And so I speak, not in thunder nor in whirlwind, but in the still voice that echoes through the hearts of my children, from the beginning and unto the end of time. Hear me now as I recount through my spirit the wonders and mysteries you seek, how my word, eternal and alive, has gone forth in days of danger and shadow, and has not returned void. For my word is light in darkness, fire in the cold, breath to the breathless, and a sword in the hands of the righteous. It is the shelter in the storm and the lamp that guides weary feet. Listen well, for I have not changed. I am the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. In the beginning, when chaos cloaked the earth and deep waters churned in restless silence, I spoke and creation bowed before my word. So too, in every age since, when danger has risen like waves upon my people, my word has gone forth, piercing the veil of despair, splitting the sea of peril, and lifting up the lowly. Let every breath remember. Consider my servant Noah, a righteous man in a time when wickedness filled the earth like flood waters yet to come. The destruction loomed, for corruption had climbed even into the thoughts of mankind. But I gave my word unto Noah, build an ark, a vessel not only of wood but of obedience. And though the world scoffed and mocked, Noah clung to my instruction. Through storm and deluge my word kept him. My covenant hovered over the waters, and danger drowned while salvation floated upon my promise. Look upon Abraham, called from Ur into lands unknown. He walked through nations not his own, among kings and strangers. Famine came and fear shadowed his steps. Yet I said, I will bless you. I will make you a great nation. And though Sarah's womb was as barren as the wilderness, my word did not falter. When kings threatened, when doubts whispered, I remained faithful. I protected him from Pharaoh's schemes, from the hand of Abimelech, and from the edge of despair. My word stood between him and ruin. Remember Lot, whom I warned through messengers clothed in fire. My word came to him in Sodom, where sin cried out for judgment. Flee, I said, and do not look back. My mercy held back destruction until my servant was safe. Though fire rained from the heavens, my word delivered him from the furnace. Think upon my servant Joseph, cast into a pit, sold into slavery and bound in prison. Danger surrounded him, betrayal, false accusation, iron fetters. Yet I was with him. My word had gone before him in dreams and visions, and not one of them failed. I raised him from the dungeon to the throne of Egypt. Where men plotted his downfall, I wove salvation. What they meant for evil, he said, God meant for good. And so it was, and so it shall be. See how I moved in the days of Moses, whom I called from the flames of a bush that burned but was not consumed. I sent him to speak to Pharaoh, armed not with chariots but with my word, let my people go. And though Pharaoh's heart was hard and Egypt's might unrelenting, my word shattered the rod of the oppressor. Waters turned to blood, frogs invaded palaces, darkness swallowed the land, and death passed over every home not marked by the blood of obedience. But where my word was heard and heeded, there was light, there was freedom. I parted the Red Sea with a breath. My people walked on dry ground, and the waters returned to swallow their pursuers. In the wilderness I gave them manna from heaven and water from the rock. I was their shield by day, their fire by night. My word was their guide, their law, their life. And when danger rose in Jericho, I spoke to Joshua. Be strong and courageous, I said, for I am with you. The walls of Jericho did not fall by sword, but by obedience to my word. Trumpets and shouts, sounds of faith brought down fortresses. For when I speak, even stone must bow. In the days of the judges, when every man did what was right in his own eyes, I raised up deliverers, Deborah, Gideon, Samson, each one flawed yet chosen. To Gideon, cowering in a winepress, I said, the Lord is with you, mighty warrior. And with but 300 men and torches hidden in jars, I brought down the armies of Midian. My word was the banner they carried into battle. Danger fled before faith. Behold David, a shepherd boy among giants. The armies of Israel trembled before Goliath, whose voice boomed like death. But David said, you come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord. My word in his mouth became a stone of fire. The giant fell, and danger was silenced. Through lions, bears, and spears thrown in madness, I kept him. When he hid in caves, pursued by Saul's fury, I was his refuge. My word anointed him king long before the crown touched his brow. And Elijah, who called down fire from heaven upon the altars of Baal, he too stood in danger, hunted by Jezebel's wrath. Yet I fed him by ravens, I hid him in the clefts, and when despair wrapped around his soul, I whispered to him in the stillness. My word gave him strength to rise again. So too with Elisha, when armies surrounded the city. His servant cried out in fear. But I opened his eyes, and he saw chariots of fire on the hills. Those who are with us are more than those who are with them. My word revealed the unseen. Danger lost its edge. When my people were taken to Babylon, when the temple was burned and the songs of Zion silenced, I did not forget them. In lions' dens and fiery furnaces I remained. Daniel, though condemned, prayed still. My word shut the mouths of lions. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego would not bow, and I walked with them through flames. The fire did not burn them, nor did the smoke cling to their garments. For I am the Lord who saves. And in the fullness of time I sent my word in flesh, Emmanuel, God with you. My son, the living word, born not in palaces but in a manger. He came not with armies but with truth. Herod sought to kill him. I warned Joseph in a dream, and they fled to Egypt. Again my word preserved life. In the wilderness the enemy tempted him with hunger, power, pride, but he answered with what is written. My word was his sword, and the devil fled. He calmed the storms with a word. Peace, be still, and the waves laid down like sheep before their shepherd. He walked through angry crowds who sought to stone him, and they could not touch him. My word shielded him. He raised the dead, opened the eyes of the blind, and forgave sins with a breath. He told Martha, did I not say that if you believe you will see the glory of God? And Lazarus came forth. And yes, my son was taken, beaten, crucified. Danger crowned him with thorns. But even there my word was not broken. Nay, for it was written, and it came to pass by his wounds, you are healed. The tomb could not hold him. He rose, just as he said. My word lived again, triumphant over every danger known to man, sin, death, the grave. And he sent his Spirit to clothe his followers in power from on high. Peter, once afraid of a servant girl, stood before rulers and declared the gospel with fire. My word gave him courage. Prison walls shook, chains fell, and angels led him through iron gates. Paul, beaten, stoned, shipwrecked, still he preached. None of these things move me, he said, for I know in whom I have believed. My word sustained him through every danger. Even the snake in Malta could not harm him, for I had more work for him to do. And now I say unto you, what was true then is true now. I do not slumber nor sleep. My word has not grown weary. When you pass through waters, I will be with you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned. My promises are not faint echoes, they are living, active, sharper than any two-edged sword. Hold fast to my word, and you will stand when the winds rise. Do you fear war? I am the God of peace. Do you face sickness? I am the healer. Are you surrounded by enemies? I prepare a table before you in their presence. Are you in prison? I open doors no man can shut. Are you drowning in shame? My mercy is deeper still. Let my word be your anchor. Let it dwell richly in you. Speak it in the valley. Sing it on the mountaintop. Teach it to your children. Bind it to your heart. For my word is not chained. It runs swiftly. It accomplishes what I please. And even now, as the end draws near and the earth trembles beneath the weight of sin, I will yet preserve a remnant by my word. The days may grow dark, but I will pour out my Spirit on all flesh. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Old men will dream dreams. Young men will see visions. And they shall overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. Do not fear. I am with you. My word will carry you through famine, fire, sword, and storm. Though the mountains fall into the sea, my covenant stands. I have spoken it. I will do it. The grass withers, the flower fades, but my word shall stand forever. Amen.